Hi, and welcome to my ASMR video with me, Joe Biden. Actually, this is not even going to be related to Joe Biden. Today, I'm going to be teaching you about quantum physics. Now, you might be wondering, Vanessa, do you even know about quantum physics? And the answer is no. My shirt's inside out. Do I look like I know about quantum physics? I don't. But before I begin, I am asking for advice on how to relight the pilot of a water tank, because mine went out yesterday, and I've been taking cold showers, which I actually very much enjoy cold showers anyways, so the cold showers are not really an issue. The issue is I'm having trouble doing my dishes. I keep boiling water and it's kind of annoying. But anyways, I know it's easy. I'm just a little afraid to do it. And maybe some advice could help me. So, also, maybe you've heard of him because apparently this video has like 20 million views. Wim Hof, his breathing exercises are so awesome. I did one yesterday and it was crazy because during like the third repetition of breaths or whatever, when I held my breath, I was like having a dream, but I knew that I was awake and I knew that I was dreaming at the same time, and I knew that I could control my dream. So it was crazy. I dreamt that I was like in this ocean, and the ocean was like amber color, and it was really warm and comfortable. And then I realized that I could like do whatever I wanted. So I came out of the water and the sky was yellow, which was cool. And then I walked out of the water and my boyfriend was there, and I said, "Hey," and I waved, and then I kept walking, and I was walking towards like the town because I was on this beach. So there was like little beach town, like clam shacks and ice cream and stuff. And then I found a skateboard and I got on the skateboard and I was skating around, and I was getting in line for ice cream, and I was petting dogs and saying hi to people, and it was like that E.E. Cummings poem. I think it's called Unjust. E.E. Cummings. Yes, okay, this is the poem. So it's called Unjust by E.E. Cummings. In just spring, when the world is mud luscious, the little lame balloon man whistles far and wee, and Eddie and Bill come running from marbles and piracies in its spring. Hang on, I'm gonna actually show you this because I think his poetry, like, form is important. And I'm gonna reread it. In just spring, when the world is mud luscious, and the little lame balloon man whistles far and wee, and Eddie and Bill come running from marbles and piracies. I think that's what the word is, I don't know. And it's spring. When the world is puddle wonderful, the queer old balloon man whistles far and wee, and Betty and Isabel come dancing from hopscotch and jump rope, and it's spring, and the goat-footed balloon man whistles far and wee. So that's how I would describe my dream that I had. Just really silly and really fun, and just like pure fun. It was just really awesome. And that was the dream that I had, but also could control doing the breathing exercises. So I highly recommend doing some intense breathing exercises. Like that one, I held my breath for 1.5 minutes. And you do that twice. So it was like really crazy. Highly recommend it if you haven't done it before. So let's get into quantum physics. There's classic bullets versus electrons in a two-slit experiment. So this is something that I printed because I decided to become interested in quantum physics for no reason. Consider first, this is the first section. It's called classical bullets. Consider first a machine gun that fires bullets to the wall. Between the wall and the machine gun, there is another wall that has two parallel slits that are big enough to easily allow a bullet to pass through them. To make the experiment interesting, we take a bad machine gun that has a lot of spread. This means it sometimes shoots through the first slit and sometimes through the second, and sometimes it hits the intermediate wall. If we block the second slit, all bullets that reach the outer wall will have come through the first slit. If we block the second slit, all bullets that reach the outer wall will have come through the first slit. If we count the number of bullets as a function of the distance from the center of the outer wall, we will find a curve distribution that could be similar to a Gaussian curve. We call this probability curve P1. Stay with me. If we block the first slit, all bullets that reach the outer wall will have come through the second slit. The probability curve will be mirrored around the center, and we call it P2. If we open both slits, all bullets of the outer will have come through either slit 1 or 2. What is typical for classic mechanics in the situation is that there is total probability distribution. P can be determined as the sum of the previously mentioned probability distributions. P equals P1 and P2. Similar to how bananas and pajamas equal B1 and B2. So, if you can relate this to bananas and pajamas, you are going to ace the test. Electrons, this is bullet point number B. Now consider the same experiment on a much smaller scale. Instead of bullets from a machine gun, we consider electrons that, for example, can stem from a heated wire that is parallel to the two slits in an intermediate wall. The electron direction will have a natural spread. The slits are also much smaller than before, quite a bit broader than a single electron. I'm not following this at all. I don't know what this means. The electron experiment results. Consider again the case that the second slit is blocked. For proper sizes of the slits and distance between the wire and the walls, the probability distribution P1 will be similar to before. Similarly, if we block the slit 1, we will for proper distances find a probability distribution P2 similar to before. What do you expect to happen if we do not block any slit? We will find a probability distribution P equals P1 plus P2 as before. Well, after we said you may guess that this is not the case. Indeed, we will instead find a probability distribution that has various minima and maxima, that is, for x equals 0. I don't know if I can do this. What does this mean? I don't know. I'm gonna have to read this on my own time and come back. Because I'm not understanding. And I would hate to spread misinformation because then I'll get kicked off the internet for fact checkers. And I don't want the fact checker police to get me. So I'm gonna keep it simple. And next time I will come back with lots of quantum physics knowledge. Okay, toodaloo.